The next couple Pokemon Go community days have been announced, and I think I know what they are. Save the dates for next season's community days. Our first date here, Sunday, June 9th, followed up by a community day classic on June 22nd, a regular community day on July 21st, and a final community day on August 31st. That last one's kind of crazy because that is the final day of that next season, so that could be a wild one maybe. Now it does mention some other exciting dates below that, but we'll get to that in a second. I want to talk about those 4 community days in general because I'm pretty sure I know what they're going to be. The first community day is June 9th, and I am 99% sure I know what this is going to be. If you guys have been keeping up for the last like 6 years, the June community day is always a super rare shiny dragon type Pokemon that was released at the previous year's Go Fest. Last year we had Axu community day because that was released at the previous Go Fest. The year before that was Dino community day because that was released at the previous Go Fest. The year before that was Gible community day because that was released at the previous Go Fest. So that's the pattern. Now, what shiny dragon type Pokemon was released at this past Go Fest? Shiny Goomy. Ladies and gentlemen, this has got to be, if they follow the pattern that they have for the last however many years, gonna be a shiny Goomy community day, which is gonna be incredible. It's not a new shiny, but it's a gosh darn rare one. It's a cool one, it's a fan favorite, and it's gonna be epic. A beautiful golden shiny, great shiny family as well. I got a ton of confidence with this pick. June 9th is gonna be Goomy community day. Now our next community day is a classic, and it's going down on June 22nd. I'm pretty confident in this pick, but I'm not exactly sure which one it's gonna be. Over the years, we've had a lot of community day classics, and for the most part, they've been pretty useful. So there's a lot of directions we can go with this community day classic, but my heart tells me this is gonna be a banger because it's during Go Fest season, it's during the summer. Give me Beldum community day classic going down on June 22nd. It makes a lot of sense. Our last Beldum community day was 2018, if I remember correctly, which was awesome. It was epic, it was a great time, and people have been wanting it back ever since. 6 years later, I think we deserve a Beldum community day classic. It's a super relevant Pokemon. It's a super cool Pokemon. It's a fan favorite. Let's make it happen. Please, please, please. Not to mention there's Mega METAGROSS, which has not made its way to Pokemon Go just yet. So we're still waiting on that debut. If they want to tie that in, that would be awesome. Either way, I think Beldum Community Day is a very realistic option. Unless they continue this little pattern that they have, because if you've been keeping up, they've actually finished all of the Gen 1 starter Community Day Classics, and something tells me they might eventually move to Generation 2 for the Community Day Classics. And if they're going in order, we're gonna be getting Chikorita Community Day Classic. Now listen, some people out there like Chikorita, and that's great. It's a okay shiny. Honestly, it's not that great, to be honest. I'm thinking about it now. Meganium's pretty whack. Chikorita's all right. It's not gonna be that exciting, but Meganium's kind of cool. It's meta relevant depending on who you are, so it's a realistic option. And I think that if we don't get Beldum, Community Day Classic Chikorita is pretty also realistic. Sorry. Now that's the Community Day I'm least confident about, but these next two I think I got. The next Com Day is July 21st, and if you guys have been keeping up with this pattern, we've had a Rowlet Community Day, we've had a Litten Community Day, and we have yet to have a Popplio Community Day. I predicted this one months ago. We still haven't had it yet. It's gotta come at some point here, and I think it's gotta be one of these next two Community Days, but it's probably the July one. It's a cool Pokemon, it's a cool shiny, and I'm hoping that this Community Day makes it even more meta relevant, so that could be exciting. I know we don't love starter Community Days, but Popplio is kind of cool. So if they follow the pattern of finishing up the starter families, we do have a Popplio Community Day coming at some point, and I think it's gonna be in July. And that brings us to the final Community Day of the season, August 31st, which again is the last day of the season, which is crazy. And I believe they've already shown us which Community Day Pokemon this is gonna be. Remember, when Bounsweet was announced as the next Community Day Pokemon, you did see another Pokemon in the trailer, the silhouette, the shadow of Toucannon, which is a really cool Pokemon and a really cool shiny, and I believe that is going to be an upcoming Community Day Pokemon, Pikipek. Ladies and gentlemen, Pikipek Community Day should be one of the last two Community Days in this next season. Like I said already, great shiny Pokemon, great shiny family, very excited about it. Meta relevancy, I am not sure. Hopefully this move is crazy and does wonders for it because I don't know how useful Toucannon is, but Pikipek's kind of cool. It's a common spawn, which is going to make it a great thing to check if it's going to be around. At least it's going to be shiny eligible from now on, and I think that could be a really fun Community Day. So judging off of that trailer, we already had Bounsweet, and Toucannon makes a lot of sense. Those are my thoughts, but to put a button on this whole topic, I do think that those last two Community Days are interchangeable. If we don't get Pikipek first, we're gonna get Popplio and vice versa. Very exciting stuff. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys think I'm right or if you guys have other ideas and you guys think I'm wrong. But let's get back to that article because there was some important stuff in there. Community Days aren't the only events on the horizon. We have some events announced for next season. Saturday, June 29th is a raid day. I'm not sure what this could be. I feel like we have all the Hisuian Pokemon already. We got Decidueye, Samurott, and the other one that I'm forgetting right now. We have shiny Hisuian Sneasel in the game already. We have Voltorb. We have, I think, all of them. Weirdeer is another one. So I don't think it's going to be Hisuian Pokemon, but I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what this raid day could be. If I had to pick, maybe it's a new Mega Pokemon. Maybe it's Mega Gallade. Maybe it's Mega Metagross. That would be awesome. We've had many Mega raid days recently, so it's definitely possible. Hopefully I'm right about that. Then on Saturday, July 27th, we have question marks. Now, what the heck does that mean? I don't know. This is during GoFest season, so there could be something crazy. That question mark thing could be like a wild ticketed event day or something. We'll have to wait and see. I have no guesses because I don't know what question marks mean. And it looks like our next Shadow Raid weekend is going to be in 3 months in August, on August 10th and August 11th. We haven't had that many Shadow Raid weekends in Pokemon Go. To name a few, we've had Lugia, Ho-Oh, Mewtwo. I would love to run some of those back because I feel like I didn't really get a chance to raid them because just a quick weekend is kind of tough sometimes. So if they bring one of, if not all of those back, that would be great. If not, if it is a new Pokemon, maybe it's a Shadow Kyogre raid weekend. Is that a little bit too soon? Possibly. Maybe it's Shadow DEOXYS raid weekend. That would be a beautiful shiny Shadow. Oh my gosh. Just a thought, just an idea. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about those days right there. But I guess those are my guesses. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. All I know is that if I'm half right about all this stuff I just talked about, next season is gonna be crazy. Quick change up. We have a live shiny right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't mess up. Please don't mess up. There it is. Shiny Scyther, dude. A random shiny Scyther. I saw it, I clicked it. My Go Plus was on, so I hurried up and raspberried it, and we still got it. Yes, sir, dude. I love shiny Scyther. I have a bunch of these, but it's still cool every single time. I'm actually gonna hit this with a Pokeball. I've been holding on to this for a few seconds here, and my Go Plus, I don't think got to it. I think we're good. I think if you're able to bury it, you're able to catch it. Yes, down it goes, a live shiny. What do you feel about that? This is live, by the way. This is absolutely legitimate shiny Scyther live here on the video. 9:30. 0 star. Not great. Not great, but it's a shiny. Not full odds, I don't think. I'm pretty sure Scyther has boosted odds because I have plenty of these. But again, it's always a good thing. It's always a cool thing. Shiny Scyther. Very nice. Let me know in the comments if you guys have one. It doesn't look like my Go Plus got anything else, but this is a nice surprise. Speaking of a nice surprise, Chansey would have been a great shiny right there. And actually, speaking of a nice surprise, check this out. I've heard this has happened to people. I didn't think I was going to be lucky enough. I got a daily spawn that was a Frigibax. Bro, that is one of the rarest Pokemon you can find in the wild of Pokemon Go. It's like top, I don't know, top 5? Maybe even top 3, but a wild Frigibax as a house spawn is absolutely crazy. Cool stuff right there. Here it is, 598 CP. Let's go ahead and IV check it. Imagine it's a 2-star, 14, 4, 13. Honestly, it could be worse, should be worse, but that is very awesome. I gotta say, you know what? I was gonna say this is my best house spawn of all time. That might be my rarest, but my best house spawn of all time is actually this shiny, well, it's now a Diggersby, but it used to be a Bunnelby. If you guys remember, I got this in 2021, which was around the time when daily spawns first came to Pokemon Go, I believe. So very cool cache right there. Still to this day, my only shiny Bunnelby of all time, but very cool. I should probably name this. I'm gonna name this daily spawn just so I never trade it, I never forget about it, but that's gotta be my best daily spawn of all time. Let me know in the comments though what your guys' best daily spawn is. This is pretty gosh darn nice. Full odds shiny Bunnelby way back when, and that's actually kind of wild. It's been 3 years and I haven't had a shiny daily spawn since. That's gotta change. And here's a little bit of news I forgot to cover that we do know about. An Incense Day has been announced in Pokemon Go featuring Pharaoh Seed. It's going down this Sunday, May 26th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. The featured Pokemon and of course the bonuses of the event, Pharaoh Seed is gonna be attracted to your Incense and you're gonna have boosted odds of getting a shiny Pharaoh Seed from your Incense. Also, your daily adventure Incense will last for half an hour, which is great. Very exciting stuff. If you're on the move, that means even more spawns and potentially a legendary bird. But also the following Pokemon will be available from the Incense from 11 a.m. to 12, 1 to 2, and 3 to 4. Hisuian Voltorb, Tangela, Hoppip, Petalil, Phantup, and Morlul. Some great shinies right there. Hisuian Voltorb, Phantup, and Morlul, and I guess Petalil too. Really hard shinies to get, especially for me. I don't have a Phantup, I don't have a Morlul, and those other ones are pretty rare, so I will be going hard for them. Now on the other hours I didn't mention, we have Steel-type Pokemon, Galarian Meowth, Magnemite, Aeron, Beldum, Shieldon, and Togedemaru. Now Togedemaru, I don't know why the hell that's spawning. It's not shiny eligible and nobody cares about it really, but the other spawns are great, bro. Beldum is great, Magnemite, Aeron, sure, great shinies there. There's gonna be a 1 Pokecoin event bundle that gives you an Incense. They haven't done that since like COVID, so enjoy that for free, I guess. They could have made it free, but for sure, 1 coin is nothing, whatever. There's also gonna be field research tasks available that's gonna give grass and steel type Pokemon, oh, not encounters, just Stardust, Pineapps, Ultras, and Greats. I mean, that's still solid, but hopefully encounters too. Pretty chill, a grass and steel type Incense day. It sounds like a lot of fun. There's some pretty good Pokemon, some great shinies to get, some tough shinies to get, so I'll definitely be playing that. That sounds like a good time. And speaking of a good time, if you guys haven't seen my recent adventures, check those out, because we've been having a good time.